We're here today just outside of Trentham at the Little Church and Springhill Peony Farm with Nicky Thomas. Hi.
Hello.
It's great to meet you. You grow beautiful peonies.
Just up over the hill, we've got 5 acres with 10,000 peony plants. We mostly have weddings for between 60 to 80 guests, which is perfect size for the church. And then they can have a reception afterwards that they can have 60 people in the pavilion, or if they have 80 guests, they bring a marquee and have it on the lawn. So it's beautiful, very flexible property.
How did you start?
My husband started the whole peony farm. He actually planted by hand all those 10,000 plants with the help of his father and mates.
And what led you to the Little Church?
The church has been here since 1890, but it was privately owned. So when it came onto the market, we just got really excited and thought, gosh, we could do all those weddings that people have been asking if they could do on the peony farm, but we could do it here in a proper church.
Lovely.
And it's a special place because it's got the history, used to be the old schoolhouse.
And so what happens when a bride contacts you?
What I try and do is actually speak to them on the phone so that we can just have a quick chat about numbers and their date and work out whether it's going to work for them. And then it's for them to come and see the property. We talk in detail about what they'd like to do, and we pretty much anything goes here. We see what they had planned and then see if we can do it. And that's fun. Every wedding's different. It's really good.
Can you have 2 weddings on a weekend?
Couples love having the place for the whole weekend, you know, to set up on the Friday and then have the wedding on the Saturday and then pack down on the Sunday. So it's very relaxed.
Nice. Of all the amazing weddings that you've had here, what elements do your favourite ones have?
It usually starts with the couples. It's the part that makes the wedding really good. But for some reason, we only seem to get really lovely, relaxed couples. But the ones that make a real difference is when they have a lot of greenery and a lot of flowers, and I think that's the only thing that you really need in this place, is to actually be luscious and beautiful and either really colourful or really green and white. And there's been some really amazing floral installations that have happened in the church across these beams and up over the archway, and that's what I really like.
It's a lovely setting here with lovely mature trees, and it is beautiful.
It's got a very, very lovely feel about it. It makes you feel really good. I think people can feel that. So.
When people contact you, Nicky, and you're obviously warm and friendly and easy to get along with, what else makes you and Mac unique?
Because we can relate to lots of different types of events, I think that makes it easier for us to be very flexible about what people would like to do. You know, one wedding here, they wanted to have a circular wedding, so that was fine. You don't have to have it at the altar, you know. You can actually just choose what's right for you in your spiritual belief or not, you know, so that's good.
That's really beautiful, isn't it?
How we help them in making every wedding different is that we just give them a list of suppliers, and that way they get to choose what the menu is, what type of food it's going to be. Is it going to be formal? Is it going to be casual? It's about having all your family around and just actually they're supporting you through this big important stage, which is the next stage of being together, and you're asking them to help you commit, and so it's got to be individual. We've had a bulldog and a horse. You know, you've got the view, you can hear the birds, the sun always shines here on wedding days.
What's your one biggest tip for brides?
Break all the rules. Don't follow any instructions. Don't look at websites that say do this, do this, do this. Just think about what you want and then just do it. Do what you think is right for you.
What is the most unusual request you've ever had?
It's a bit rude. One couple asked if there could be a do not disturb sign on the peony paddock.
Right.
Really? Seriously?
That's gorgeous.
It was great. I just thought, oh, well, why not? If you're going to start your marriage that way, no, that's great. I mean, that means they're in love and they're free.
That's lovely.
Go for it.
I'm a hopeless romantic, and I love hearing how couples met.
Ah, yes.
How did you and your husband meet?
Well, we met on a Qantas flight, sitting across the aisle from each other.
Okay.
Mac was already in the seat and looked down the aisle, seeing there was only one seat left, and thought, please be my seat, please. And then, because he was just beautiful. And man, you know, I was so, ooh. Anyway, I
Where
got
were you
down.
headed? Somewhere exciting?
Mac was going back to Japan and I was flying via Japan back to Ireland to work, and we sat next to each other. And so we didn't talk to each other in that flight, but we got onto the next flight, and in the transit lounge, Mac decided to come up and have a chat to me. And there was so many things that we had in common. It was really quite funny. We got on really well. So we went back to our work and our countries and wrote letters to each other for
lovely.
7 months, you know. It's
Wow, that's gorgeous.
And every
though.
week there'd be one back and forward, and that was really good. And then I thought, I've got to go and see what if he doesn't look the way I remember. And so I went, and he walked towards me, and I just went, oh, he's the same. It's just even better. And he gave me a big cuddle, and I said, oh, and he's strong. So yes, it was love. Straight away.
Fantastic.
And then we stayed in Japan for another 3 years, and then we were trying to have kids, so we came home, and it was good.
Oh, lovely.
Got married, and when I first came back to Australia after I'd met Mac, he showed me around up here. I'd never been to the Mussared Ranges, even though I'd lived in Melbourne all my life. So, and I just went, oh, it's beautiful. I can't believe I've never been here before. And we camped. For the first 2 years of us being together, every time we came to the farm, we had to camp in tents and have cold showers with buckets, and how romantic.
Fantastic. We decided that we would build our own house.
Yeah.
We were living in Melbourne at the time. Yeah, and we just thought, this is crazy driving across town, so we bought a caravan and moved into it.
Oh, good. But how old were the kids?
Oh, it was the oldest, so until he was 9
time.
months old, he was in the van.
Oh, see, that's all right, isn't it? Just the two of you and a baby. That's great. I'm an architect, so he bought the worst house.
Fantastic.
It was run down. There were 4 kids in 1 bedroom. You can imagine what it was like. It was terrible. So we just had to clear all of that out and start again.
So how do you fit your architecture in with everything else?
I only do 1 job a year, and but I keep doing it because I love it.
For Mum.
Oh, I love events. Even when I was in the architecture business, I would be the one organising all the social events. I just really enjoy that. So to have now this situation, it's absolutely perfect. I don't feel like it's a job.
Thank you for having us today. If people would like to get in contact with you, what's the best way?
Either to call me directly on the mobile or send an email. It's mail@springhillpeonyfarm.com.au.
Thank you. We'll put that in the show notes as well.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.